Welcome back to Tools and Track. Today we are going to be substantially more positive about this.
We've got a plan, don't we?
Kind of. Well,
Yeah.
today kind of decides the plan, doesn't it?
Yeah. Today is the decider.
As you can see, we have boxed up all the panels to GTF, and we are hedging all our bets on all of this going in the bin and being replaced with...
Nice new body shell.
Yes. So we have a man who may or may not, by the end of tonight, tell us whether or not we can basically have from here, where the bulkhead is, all the way back in nice, shiny, not rusty metal.
And the bonnet.
And the bonnet.
Bonnet
and the
as well.
bonnet, boot, and I think doors as well.
Bonnet, doors, boot lid, shell.
Which begs the question, what is a car at the end of the day? Because all of that, because it's not the chassis, which is just two planks of metal and an engine, technically isn't a car, I guess.
Yeah.
So we are going to put all of the data for this onto the new shell because the chassis is still the same. It's
Well,
very...
we don't know, do we? We still need to decide that. I don't know about that yet.
Quite-
I'm going to actually ask the guy,
Yeah.
because he has done many a Spitfire restoration, so...
It's tenuous, but I think it stacks up because there's still enough car here that's original car by the chassis for it to still be this car.
This old broom has had 17 new heads and 14 new handles in its time.
Today we undo all the bolts that hold this on, we lift all of this up while the chassis is on axle stands, and we see just how optimistic you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because your approach is, despite the fact of the welding we've done here, that the rest of this ladder frame is apparently mint.
Well, we think it's good.
Right, well,
think
let's
it's good. We'll see.
let's find that out.
We think. I mean, this is basically just going to get scrapped. This shell, isn't it? Really.
I think scrapping's probably too good for it. I think it needs to be...
We're going to chop it up into a million pieces.
You say chop, I think if we asked it nicely, it would just become that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what lurks beneath. Plan as follows: we need to disconnect any loom that goes between this and here, which will take us all of 5 minutes. Disconnect all the hard pipes, for example, brake lines, clutch line. Disconnect the steering shaft, and then we move further back. The fuel line's already disconnected. Need to take the handbrake off. Need to disconnect the gear shifter if it comes through the bodywork.
It's a plastic tunnel, so we could just take
Take the plastic tunnel off. And then 8 bolts and we lift it. That is literally all that's involved. Cast your mind back to the TVR and it was technically 12 bolts and every single bit of that car had to come off. This is a bit more smart. Right, so after some exemplary amount of violence getting various old rusty bits off, we are now, I think, ready to lift the body. So what we're going to do is drop the ramp down onto these axle stands, front and rear. Do the honours, Daniel-san. Good enough. Reposition the legs so that they are under the body rather than the chassis. So we've repositioned as best we can to what might still be structural. Give it a drag, see what happens. Whoa, we're still attached in the front somewhere. This is good. I don't even need to change my angle to film this. You wanna do the jaggy jag on that. You keep an eye on this side, and I'll go down the other side, and we'll all meet in the middle when. Let's go. Yeah, it's going.
Back in.
Yeah, just keep going. What is still holding the back? Not much. Not much. To grab on, but it's going. It's going. Whoa, handbrake cable. Right. So I did ping that out. It probably just needs a bit of persuading.
Oh wait a minute. See Tommy, see what that big bung is at the top? See the big rubber grommet?
Aye.
Get that off.
It's off.
I think there's a bolt there.
Nope. No bolt. Would you like to know how I'm going to solve this?
How? Just cut.
Yeah.
Just cut
Yeah.
that.
Pass me the angle grinder.
That was quite a nice, delicate kind of hand action you had going with the grinder there. I like that.
Is this the start action mean?
Yes.
That's a bolt. 13mm maybe? Do.
So I take it just in case.
You will need it.
I do like how this cut.
This is great because it's like a cutaway diagram as to how you get under a car to do stuff. See, you need to get by that, which will hurt you.
That's a tripod, right?
Oh, right. And then you'll be able to see in there. Look, there it is. No. Any other bread ideas? Would you like me to chop that in half? Hold on. Yeah, boy. You want this? Right.
Sounds successful.
Send it.
Like a bolt with a...
Fuel line. No, I've dealt with it. Oh aye, that could be done. Let's not kill that, that's one good part. One good thing that's left in the car. Jibby jabber. Oh, yeah.
It looks like...
I'll do it. Right, dude, nowhere near the fuel.
Oh yeah.
No lemon pledge. The hammer of truth, delicately wielded by Brian. Don't be careful you don't knock any rust off with that. Yeah, this looks good. I can live with this. Well, I don't need to live with it because, you know, it's not my car. But I like how there's still evidence of shonky f***ing paint. Look at that.
I know.
And you see the other outrigger?
It's still got some shell.
The chassis will not quit.
There's still some shell. I think we're okay. We can, I mean, I can brace this up just to be extra safe.
Right, let's go get a f***ing body. And now, in typical Tools and Track fashion, here's a how-to that nobody asked for and will ever need. This is the effective way to dismantle and destroy a Triumph Spitfire body. Door jambs might be tricky to cut off. Then again, maybe not.
Sweating as I dwell on myself. How long has it been? They got me sitting in a sleeping.
I feel like this takes up more space than it did on the car. And we flat packed it. That's a lot of body. Anyway, we've got a couple of bits for reasons known only to this man that we need to remove.
We need those bits.
We need bits of rust and bastardised loom and shit that will never go on your next body.
We need the heater control.
The heater controls. Can you demonstrate the heater control, please?
Right.
Demonstrate.
Look. That's standard.
Yeah.
Standard Triumph operation.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be kept.
It just needs a wee bit of lubrication.
Well, you have at it, and I'm going to bin the rest of this. And then we deal with this. Will we wrap up by removing this?
That's going to be fun.
That's just, all we need to do with this, right, is we'll undo like that from there, shoulder each, and we'll just pass the angle grinder over each other as we chop through each of those posts. Right? Have you got a better idea for how the we remove this monstrosity of a clamshell?
The frame would be nice, though.
Look, the frame. I really want to keep this thing.
Oh, right, okay. We'll just...
Look at it! Why, you know the next one, if you get a bonnet, is going to come with that. You know you're never keeping this. You will be able to have the hinge assembly at the bottom to put the new one on with, because we will chop it right at the hinge.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
I do feel like I'm talking into, bastardising your car a bit, but all things considered,
yeah,
it's a f***ing fart in the wind by comparison.
We didn't actually take the headlights out. We actually do have to.
Oh, we can do that when the thing's on the
We
deck.
actually do have to keep those.
Right, so what I'll do is I've got a hammer. We'll knock around about the headlights and they'll f***ing fall out.
I don't know, that dash is held on pretty well. This headlights,
Aye.
Headlights put up a good fight.
That's because rust. So there we go, one entirely rust-free Triumph Spitfire.
Yeah, not much left, is there?
I guess this is it fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah? Thanks for watching, I hope you found this useful. Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's some work ahead.
Yeah.
What is the plan now?
I think the plan is get this back to mine and then basically do all the chassis work.
Fancy things are afoot. So if you know Triumphs, you'll know that back in the day they used the drive shaft to be a supporting lower arm, which is just wild. And I mean, effective for what it needs to do. But if you want to put literally 1 horsepower more than what the standard engine puts out.
Basically, if you run any extra power, the shaft will fail, and then you lose the bottom arm, and then you quite rapidly crash. Basically, because you just lose all the geometry in the back end. The wheel will go wherever it wants.
Which is not the direction you want to do. Anyway, long and the short, we are thinking...
So what we're going to do, get rid of the transverse leaf spring, and basically get rid of this trailing arm, and go for kind of like Tommy's kit car, go with a wee A-arm setup, top and bottom, and then we'll brace this right up and put a shock on it. So put coilover on it, get rid of the old leaf spring.
Yeah.
And an anti-roll bar, probably, at some point.
All of these things and more will be coming, but not soon, because the problem we had was we were like, oh, we've got a lead, there's a guy that might have a body. Yes, he does have a body, but he wants more than an entire mint Spitfire would cost to buy the body, which is it's a bit rich. So we're gonna have to put a pin in it. Sorry for the ball tickle over 3 entire episodes of turning an entire Triumph Spitfire into this.
Yes.
But you know, we didn't plan it. It was literally a case of here's a quick fix in the Spitfire, which is promptly escalated. So
we should have some video of the chassis stuff, which
Yeah.
is good, so people get to see if anybody else has got a Spitfire, how to turn the death trap rear end into something that's a bit more usable for track use.
actual modifications, keep the subscribe button hit. And until next time, guys, drive safe.